Welcome into That Damn Fantasy Show here on 365 Sports. I am Paul Catalina alongside Caroline Wolfe, fantasy football expert.
Extraordinary.
And look, she's got a game day shirt on now. Like she's embraced it. Like, yeah. She's been baptized. She's got all her sacraments of fantasy football. I am Catholic, so I only know one way to talk about religion. And it's like sacraments and all the things that we do.
Yeah.
Which is really hard to describe to people who don't.
It is.
They're like, well, what is this one? You're like, well, this one, one of them you only get when you die. So that one's you don't really want that one, And then one of them you only get if you want to be a priest or a nun. And so you really only need 5, but there's 7. And, 6 is what most people get. 7 if you do that. So just a little Catholic school education for you there, because K through 12 Catholic school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You got me beat.
Yeah.
I just had CCE on Wednesdays.
No, yeah. I never had to do that because I just had it every single day.
Well, there you go.
But
I was apparently named after a nun. I don't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess.
Sister Caroline's a good.
Sister Caroline.
That's a good nun name.
That's a good
nun name. I had Sister Elaine, Sister Catherine, over the years, Sister Mavis, Sister Delilah. Let's see who's the other one? Sister Dana. There's a great teacher at Riker who I didn't go to Riker. My sister did, but I knew her later on. Sister Natalie was a huge football fan. Mm-hmm. And if she were here now, I could maybe get her into fantasy football. Like if she was sitting here right now, I think I could talk her into.
She might be listening.
Yeah. I'm not sure she's with us anymore.
Oh, well, you never know.
I'm not sure. I'm not totally sure. She had to move. They moved nuns around kind of arbitrarily.
Yeah, like the priest.
I know that people are waiting for fantasy football news, but let me just tell you. So we had this really great group of nuns here in Waco. They're very sweet ladies that did a lot of good things. And then the order said, that gives like soldiers. They're like, hey, you're no longer in Waco. We're going to move you here. To New Orleans or Chicago. I can't remember where they went, but
St. Louis.
They went to St. Louis. And here's the deal. In New Orleans, Chicago, they need way more nuns. Really, way more nuns. A lot of people are afraid of nuns. I'm going to tell you, nuns are awesome.
Why are they afraid of them?
Because it's all they hit you with a ruler, which believe me did happen to me. Not often, but it does.
They used to do paddles back in school.
Yeah.
Elementary school.
But a nun, man, way cooler than anything else in the church. They're mostly really nice, but also when you meet one that's nice but also doesn't F around, it's look, Sister Catherine, my 7th and 8th grade history teacher, my 8th grade homeroom teacher, was one of the best teachers I've had in my life, and she was really cool. She was a huge Dolphins fan, and we would have I figured her out before anybody else because I'm the sports guy. If the Dolphins lost on Sunday or Monday, because that's the only days they used to play in the NFL back in the 90s, we would have a pop quiz. So I disseminated this information to the rest of the kids in the class to be like, look, the Dolphins lost 27-10 last night. We're going to have a quiz and it's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard. So make sure that we know. And so she would see people studying at lunch and she'd be like, man, I'm just so proud of these kids. And then eventually one of our parents ratted us out.
No.
Yes. So then the Dolphins would win and she'd give us a quiz. And I'm like, well, this is not
how it goes.
No. And so, you literally, when there's a scam with the kids, you go around to the kids, you're like, okay, whose parents told? And eventually it was mine. They were they saw her at church and, she was on her way to go watch the Dolphins game at the convent. And they're like, well, I hope they win. So there's no pop quiz tomorrow. And she goes, wait, what now? And she's like, well, every time the Dolphins lose, you give the kids a pop quiz. And she goes, no, I don't. And they go, well, the kids all think that you do.
Oh,
and then she starts going back and she cross-referenced it. She went back to her grade book and she's like this. Then not only that, my mom was a teacher in the school. So then not only that, she comes back to my mom and says, hey, did you know this? And she's like, Paul mentioned it, but my mom even kept the covenant of it because she wanted her son to get good grades.
Yeah.
And she goes, wait a minute. Paul mentioned it to you? Because I'm the good kid. I was the good kid. I was like, yeah. She goes, I bet you he's the one who figured it out. And so I'm in there. It was my day to do the chairs. I had to take the chairs down. I'm in the classroom doing the chairs. And she goes, hey, you think you're clever, don't you? And I went, what? And she goes, well, the Dolphins won this week. We had a quiz. But I found out that you guys know that when they lose, you get a quiz. And I said, well, I don't know what you're talking about. And she goes, it was like Godfather 2. I know it was you. I know it was you. I was like, all right, yeah, it was me.
You should have got a pass on a quiz just because you figured it out.
I was history, so I was pretty good at it anyway. But I knew when to be prepared. And I said, everybody's studying and getting better grades. That's a good thing. She's like, yeah, but she kind of was like, but it's less fun for me. The whole point of the pop quiz is when everybody goes, oh man. Yeah. That's the thing is that's all you get as a teacher of aha, I got you. You little brats. Oh, I got you. So, yeah.
Well, I am a fan of Sister Act, so I mean.
If I ever meet somebody from the 90s Dolphins, which I've met a ton of players and stuff, I've never met anybody from the 90s Dolphins. Ever. Name a team from the 90s. I've met them. I've never met anybody from the 90s Dolphins. I'm going to tell them that story. And that my life, my happiness during certain days was if they won or lost. They lost to the Bills in the playoffs one time, and that's when I figured it out. That quiz was so hard. She was asking the most obscure things from the Civil War. It was tough. 10 questions.
Sneaky.
Nobody got it all right. It was bad. So,
way to go.
Anyway, I know our podcast sometimes devolves into other things, but I think that was a fun anecdote about nuns.
I mean, I agree.
Yeah. So, Caroline, the playoffs start either this week or next week for people, depending on how they do it.
Right.
So most people, it starts next week. I have been eliminated in 2 leagues. I'm out. So this week means absolutely nothing to me.
Oh,
zero, zip, nada. But in my league that's been going for the longest amount of time, I am in the playoffs comfortably and just awaiting, hoping I don't get injuries and all that down the line because I've finally got the team the way I want it. So I'm happy. Where are you standing as we head towards
I guess this means that I didn't make the playoffs in my one.
Okay. So
is it already set?
No, I mean, it depends. I mean, this is usually the last week of the regular season. So,
well, but I for sure in one league I'm tied for first. So.
Okay, so you're good.
So I'm good there.
Yeah,
and I get a bye.
Yeah,
likely.
Okay, cool.
So 50-50.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, you're hopefully you just want to keep that this week. Stay tied for first. Don't fall out of that. Keep your bye.
Yeah. Playoff bracket. Yep. Yeah. Oh, I'm sitting first.
Okay.
My points.
Okay.
So there we go.
Good deal. So, the one league I have, which we do on Sleeper, which is a really cool fantasy app if you have not used it, but that was the one where literally everybody got hurt. And the fact that I was in the playoffs until last week, a lot of people talk about their best seasons. This was my best, worst season in that I was able to keep afloat for as long as I was, given it started with Cam Scadaboo. I made this trade for Scadaboo. Scadaboo got hurt, and then Bucky Irving got hurt, and then he's finally back, but didn't get enough for me. I've had to play quarterbacks like Jameis Winston and Davis Mills, and I think I played Dylan Gabriel one week. It's been rough. It's been if there was a fantasy football therapy group, it'd be one of those things where people would get up and leave because they don't want to hear my story. You think you have it bad until you hear the person has it really bad.
Yeah.
That's why I could never go to group therapy, because I would feel I would go yeah, it's just been rough and I've been dealing with a lot, and because my life's pretty good overall, and I just needed to talk it out with some people, and the guy's yeah, but when I lost my leg in the war, and I'm oh crap. All right, he's got real problems. I was just yeah, I kind of had an argument at work the other day and didn't feel good about it. But I still have my leg.
Look at my leg. There you go.
So that's how but mine would be the most grizzled, and then I got addicted to baby aspirin. Just be awful. Look, baby aspirin cough syrup, just shoved it all in a donut. Gained weight. but I didn't have heart attacks. It's weird.
It's weird.
But yeah, I just like those stories. This is mine. Like, hey, I won on a week where I played Bryce Young and Davis Mills at quarterback. Like that, I stayed afloat. It's more embarrassing for the other people, but we've got playoff teams, and that's good because we're both fantasy football experts.
Do y'all get prizes, or how do y'all?
In one league we do cash. In the other two leagues I'm in, because it's been so much like rotation over the years, we just scrapped it because it was harder. But like, also like when we scrapped it a long time ago, there was no like Venmo, so it was like really hard. Like part of the reason I stopped chasing it down was be like, hey man, you owe us $50,
right?
Like, yeah, I'll get you. And you're like,
yeah,
okay. Like, yeah, the check's in the mail. Is it really?
It's week 12.
And then I've got to like put it in an account, and then I got to write a check, and I'm like, But now the Venmo, like everybody Venmos, and then you just Venmo the winner. It's way.
Yeah. Our leagues, we both are $50 buy-in. And then we also, one league, we have a trophy where it has like little plaques on each side that says the winner's name. And then I find for this, I'm the manager of both leagues. I bought like a big ring off TikTok. I don't know. It says fantasy football champion.
I had the trophy for our fantasy football league a couple weeks, sat in here for a year because I won years ago. It has not been back to the studio since then, but
well, hopefully I will bring
it won't be this. It won't be this year because that's the league. That's the worst, good, best, bad, whatever season it is. All right, so let's get into it this week. Last week, one of your starts, Caroline, was Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah.
And before the Lions could really even hit the ground running, he got injured. So right now his status for tomorrow night's game, the Thursday night game against the Cowboys, which is a must-win for both teams, he's up in the air. Did not having him hurt you last week, because it did hurt a bunch of people, because he was Thursday, first game, out really quickly and not a factor.
Nope.
So, but it was a good start.
But if he is out, who do we get to put in?
We're going to put in Jameson Williams.
Oh, wow.
Who you have and you love. Yes, you love Jameson Williams. But
I love to have him on the bench when he scores 26 points.
Yeah, that's what you – yeah. So when you play him tomorrow night, we'll see. Look, the Cowboys' defense is better. It's still not great. So I think that game's going to be – like the Cowboys play shootouts. If you see the last two games against the Chiefs and the Eagles –
gosh, yes.
It's shootouts. So there's going to be valuable play, even if Amon-Ra St. Brown is out, for Jameson Williams and Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery and all of that. So Isaac Tesla also.
Yeah.
He caught a touchdown last week. Here's what I know.
I heard his name for the first time like yesterday.
Yeah. So he's a rookie. He's a good player. Got a lot of potential. The Cowboys are famous, these Thursday night games, like where the Cowboys historically will let a guy like him score 3 touchdowns, win or lose. Like he might have the best game of his life because he's playing against the Cowboys. It's just, it brings out the best in a lot of people, unless they play in Washington. I just had to get that in. I thought you might put him on your starts and sits. I was going to recommend him if you didn't. Adonai Mitchell had a huge game last week. He is currently the number 1 target for the Jets because Garrett Wilson is out. And actually, for Jets fans moving forward, this is kind of exciting because he's got a lot of potential coming out of Texas a couple years ago. But with the Colts, he just never fit in. And so, but he had his first career big game last week. And, I think it's a good start, Caroline.
I mean, I've never heard of him, but from what he did last week, sounds like good idea to me.
Okay.
I am.
Yeah, he had a great week last week. This is another good one. Christian Watson is healthy with Green Bay, and when Christian Watson's healthy, he scores. He scores and scores and scores.
Last 3 games, 22 targets, wide receiver 1. I mean, he's he's averaging 7+ targets a game. So that's good. He's gonna get you points. He's had hamstring problems for years, but when he plays, he's really good. And right now he's playing. So if you've got him, and here's the thing, here's my tip about players like Christian Watson who have injury histories like he does. When he's healthy, play him. Like when he's healthy, you've got him, play him, because you never know. Like you never know when that next hamstring pull is going to happen. So you've got him, put him in the lineup. I think he's especially in the flex. Like he's a super solid flex play. He's been wide receiver 1 the last couple of weeks, but that's what I would do. All right, Jacoby Myers.
Brian Thomas is healthy again, but he's got a lot of the target share the last couple of weeks. As he's adjusted to being a Jaguar from being a Raider.
Okay, so is that this is where I get a little confused because they do all these trades and then they trick me and they confuse me on which team they're on.
Yes, he's a Jacksonville Jaguar right now, and which I never thought that you would say, hey, being a Jaguar is better than being anything, but it's certainly better than being a Raider right now.
Apparently. Who's even their quarterback?
The Raiders?
Yeah.
Geno Smith.
Okay.
Geno Smith. Yeah. But Trevor Lawrence, Sunshine.
Yeah. I mean, I know Trevor Lawrence, but
Sunshine. He's got Jacoby Myers back or here, and it's been good. He's very reliable as far as targets go. If you're in a PPR league, which most people are, Jacoby Myers is a good play, especially now that the Jaguars, Travis Hunter out for the season, Brian Thomas working his way back in. It's been kind of a revolving door outside those guys.
Yep.
But Jacoby Myers, consistent targets. This is a good play this week. Also starting, Quinshon Judkins. I think a budding superstar for the Browns. We get another start for Shadur Sanders this week. That means run heavy stuff. But yeah, I think this will be a solid play this week.
Primed for a good game is what I've heard.
Very primed for a good game. Also, Dylan Sampson got a little run last week. If you're desperate, you can maybe put him in there and see if he can catch you some passes. All right, let's get into our sits. Troy Franklin in Denver, too streaky, right? Like he's just
streaky. And it's just more like, they're not doing so well. Like if you really need them.
Yeah, I think if you're going to play a Broncos receiver, Pat Bryant and Cortland Sutton, certainly Cortland Sutton, but also RJ Harvey is the starter now. So keep on rolling with that. I believe they play the Raiders this week, if I'm not mistaken. So just play there. Whoever plays the Raiders, play your guys that play the Raiders.
Yeah.
So, but even Troy Franklin's probably like the third target at this point. Also sitting Travis Etienne. I would also sit Bashal Tutin just because they're in a complete and total timeshare. And it's hard to figure out which one's going to be the guy. It looks one week it looks like Etienne, the next week it looks like Tutin. So I don't like timeshares in my vacation plans, and I don't like them in my fantasy league.
I know. Yeah, I had who was it? Etienne supposed to be good last week, and
it's just they don't look. They're winning in Jacksonville right now. They're leading the division, so they're just playing the hot hand. But see, so early in the game kind of determines like who's going to get the larger share of the carries. So if you have another option, I would stay away from timeshares. For example, just in life, don't get a timeshare because then you can never get rid of it. You can never get rid of a timeshare.
You can't?
I mean, you can, but it's really hard. And there's like, look, my mom has one that she really loves, and they've had for years and years and years and years. But the part of the problem is like I get spam calls from timeshare companies all the time because my name's also on it because I'm her power of attorney. So they like call me and they're like, hey, you want to sell your timeshare? I'm like, it's not mine to sell. It's not go. So
yeah.
I don't, but it happens all the time.
Okay, well, I won't.
I've gotten a couple of free nights at places because I am willing to sit through your sales pitch and then tell you no.
Oh, there you go. Good idea.
My wife is actually way better at that. We were at one in Hawaii, and she took the guy's heart. Like he thought he had a mark in me, and he didn't know. I brought a tank to a knife fight. Like she shut that down. And
what's the difference in a timeshare and like an Airbnb?
Well, timeshare you own all the time, and like a lot of these places have like rotating things, so like you can go to Hawaii or Vegas or Florida or wherever. So like but you have 2 weeks or a month a year that you technically own this timeshare, and all these places are like vacation clubs, so they kind of move it around.
Oh, so it can be in different.
You own it as opposed to renting. You own this timeshare, so it's like. You and like I could have it and you could have it and you have it for a month and I have it for a month, but nobody owns it, so they have all these things. And then it's just the way that like, if you would like to sell it, nobody really wants them. Right. So it's just, It's just a weird thing. All right. As we've dragged on about nuns and timeshares today, we're also sitting Emeka Egbuka this week. Chris Godwin's coming back. Mike Evans might be coming back.
Yep.
And so his target share is going to drop.
Yep.
But the way they throw the ball, if you have to play him, not terrible. But, they've got Bucky Irving is also back.
Yeah.
So, like, all the guys are coming back healthy for the Bucs. I look for them to make a strong run. In case you're wondering what that beeping was, it was the microwave. Andrew's heating up his lunch during the show, which is fine. People got to eat, but I just don't want people to think that somebody's like backing into the studio.
Watch out.
Backing into the studio right now. But yeah, I think this is a good sit here, Caroline, especially with Mike Evans. Potentially, he might even be back by Sunday. We don't know.
Dang.
But Chris Godwin back in and all of that, it's just going to make this a little more complicated.
I'm just glad that I last minute chose to sit him last week and put in Tatari McMillan. You don't know how to say his name.
Adonai Mitchell.
Tetaroa.
Tet McMillan.
Oh, Tetaroa McMillan.
Yeah.
Tetaroa McMillan.
Who got all I needed with that one touchdown catch at the end of the game.
Okay. So Tetaroa McMillan.
Yeah. But he's on bye this week. But anyway.
Fantasy football expert, Caroline Wolfe. Still learning names, though.
It's just when I see the name, I'm going to pronounce it in a way that gets stuck in my head.
Yeah,
Tushiri? I don't know where that came from.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not about the names, but the
Mangione?
numbers.
I don't. It just.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Name another one. Manungai.
Kyle Manungai.
Emeka Egbuka.
Emeka Egbuka.
Just.
Yes. This is going to be a fun. You know what? Next week, I'm going to make you sit here and we're going to teach your names. I'm going to put up a name on the screen.
You have to have the little pronunciations next to it.
No, we're going to have you say it and then I'll teach you. We'll do that. But we'll do that after you try and pronounce it.
I really did try to study that name. Tetaroa.
Tetaroa.
Can't we just call him T?
Yeah. Tet. He goes by
Tet. But Tetaroa. Okay.
Yeah.
It's fair.
But now, look, we had a couple. Look, it's not fair. I had to learn it too. It wasn't my first time out of the box saying Tetaroa wasn't great. Garrett was here. He heard it.
I was.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's great. He did great for me last week.
Yeah. No, he's going to
I just can't say his name.
He's going to be a superstar.
He's
going to be a superstar in the league. The last of the buys this week too, Caroline, which is I'm super happy about. But 49ers, Giants, Panthers, and Patriots. Patriots have a lot of good players right now. Drake May, that's a bummer. The Giants, The 49ers have good players. The Panthers, you don't have Tet McMillan this week, so that's going to hurt you. But these are the last of the buys. And then we get to roll out the rest of the year in the playoffs, not worrying about people being out.
I have a question. Why, and I don't know why, I thought about this last week, just random thoughts out of Caroline's head.
We do that here.
What is a 49er?
Oh, so in 1849, that was the gold rush in California, and that's when people went to San Francisco to try to, pan for gold.
So I was like, there's no other teams that have a number name.
No, because the gold rush didn't happen in their town.
Well, I know, but who just thought about that's?
The 49er was a thing. It was just a thing forever. But yes.
Oh, okay.
So here's a little history lesson. Thanks to Sister Catherine, by the way.
Thanks, Sister Cat.
Yes, but
I actually have a sister named Catherine.
Okay.
So there you go.
Yeah. So Sister Catherine, may you rest in peace. She was old then. But
she might be here with us now. I don't know.
I'm sure she is. Constantly correcting my grammar. But yeah, so the 1849's California Gold Rush, San Francisco was the place that went. And, people, you see the old prospectors panning for gold, and that's what a 49er is.
Okay. Well, maybe we should have created a segment of where did these people get their names from? These teams.
You know what? I think
why is New York so giant?
Goes into the future, I think questions from Caroline. You know what? Next week, find another question. We'll answer it.
I will.
And if I don't know it, we'll look it up.
We can phone a friend. I don't care.
I'm pretty proud of myself that I rattled that off.
I am too, because I was really trying to think. I was like, I'm not gonna.
I would have sounded pretty ridiculous as a person who's been a football fan literally since the time I was a zygote. To be like, I don't know. That's a weird name. I mean, I can tell
like
you.
Dallas Cowboys, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I guess to San Francisco, 49ers make sense.
Do you have any other names you'd like to know?
Why are the New York Giants? Why are they Giants?
Well, everything was the Giants and so the San Francisco Giants and the New York Giants used to be the New York Giants baseball team. So everything in New York was the Giants. So the New York Giants had a baseball team and a football team. And then they sold and became separate entities. And so the San Francisco Giants, they moved across the country to San Francisco. The Giants stayed there, so that's why. Yeah.
They just liked Giants. Yeah. That's just what they just came up with it one day and stuck. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's just, and then do you know the Cleveland Browns? You know why they're called the Browns?
No.
Because the guy who founded them was named Paul Brown.
Okay.
So yes, Paul Brown, legendary football guy, coach and owner. His son, Mike Brown, is the owner of the Bengals now.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they like Bengals in
Cincinnati.
I
guess he looks like Tigers.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, it's easy. Like, look, I don't care. Like, if it's a mascot or whatever, you don't like Tigers. I mean, like, how do you not like Tigers?
Tennessee should have been the Tennessee Tigers, not the Titans.
Well, that one I'd have to figure out why they picked. I think that was more of like a survey thing. Like, let's pick a name because the Oilers had to go away because they weren't going to be the Tennessee Oilers when they moved from Houston. So
that's true.
I mean, they were.
I did know that.
I
did know that. Yes.
So I don't know.
I get the Dolphins.
I think it's too late now, but I think that they should have left the Oilers name in Houston because the Houston Texans to me is the laziest name in the history of sports. Even lazier than a Washington Commanders, which
both suck.
Dan Snyder basically, for spite, like put out a poll, didn't release the results, and go, they hate Commanders the most. That's what it's going to be. Yeah. So, which I don't think it will be the name. When they open the new stadium,
get rid of the name.
They're going to open the new stadium in 3-4 years, Garrett.
Maybe we need to think of the new name and put it out there.
Yeah. So 3-4 years, going to open the new stadium. In D.C. again, not in Maryland, in D.C., at the old RFK Stadium site. And they will, I think then they'll be like, welcome to Washington,
Wagons.
Whatever they are.
Call them a wagon. I don't know.
Not Commanders and not Redskins, but they'll have a new name. The Washington, not Dan Snyder's. That's what they'll be. We have a different owner now. Well, Caroline, good luck this week. I hope you keep your top overall seeds.
Thank you.
Yes. And next week, we will talk playoffs.
Okay.
Playoffs. It's exciting. And I hope you come with another random
question of the day. Okay.
That
just thoughts from Caroline.
And then I will give you. And if you stump me, then that's going to be a thing that we can put on.
I know. And it always comes like when you're in the shower and you're just like, can't do anything else but wash my hair. So, and then I need like a board in there because then I'd have all these great ideas. And by the time I'm out, poof, they're gone.
Yeah. Phone memos.
Okay.
Phone memo.
I'll just keep the phone close.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I use this thing more for, hey, this, this idea, that idea. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll do it.
It's good. Phone memos, a good thing. It's the best thing that happened that the iPhone offers. The best thing is the memos. Also, so we talked about phone memos, we've talked about timeshares, and we've talked about nuns. And we tied it all into fantasy football. You will get that nowhere else on the internet. Nowhere else. Google any other thing. You will not get that.
We like to set ourselves apart.
If you put those terms into Google, the only thing that will come up with them together would be this actual episode of the podcast.
Yeah, facts. And food for thought, to end on a note, always on your phone passcode, just always make sure it's 6 numbers, not 4.
Yeah.
Okay, just telling you.
Yeah, I have Face ID though.
But if you're, if you go murder somebody and then they got to look in your phone and that you don't give them passcode, it's harder for them to crack if it's 6.
Okay. If you murder somebody or somebody murders you.
Well, either way.
I mean, you're the true crime person.
Either way, I'm going to make them work for it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I don't plan on murdering anybody, but if I get murdered,
I
mean, only
I don't want whatever they're like on the path. Like, is this the conspiracy theory of why you got murdered? Like, it's not a crime of passion with you. Somebody's coming for you because you have information that they want.
Yeah.
That's how you think it's going to go down?
Yes.
Okay. This is why I like doing a podcast with you. I learned so much about you just from that thing. That if you think you're murdered, it's not going to be because it's a crime of passion. Somebody's just like mad at you.
Yeah.
And it just escalates. It's going to be part of a grander plan.
Or they got lost and they just picked the wrong house. I don't know.
Yeah, see, that's a bummer of a story.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like that. Like, it's a good self-esteem thing to think that, like, I'm not gonna be randomly murdered. If somebody murders me, it's gonna be for a purpose.
Yeah, and I won't be kidnapped because I'm just too big.
Yeah,
they don't want to fold me up and put me in the trunk. I won't fit.
Yeah, you're quite tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, you're athletic. That's not like they don't want to.
Lose. They would bring me back.
Yeah, they'd be like, you know what? Like, every time she's gotten loose, it's taken us forever to catch her. Like, we have to let her run herself out before we even start.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, here's another thing: kidnapping and murder also folded into this podcast. It's a special thing that's happening on that damn fantasy show.
Oh, that's glorious.
Yeah. So anyway, this is going to find its way out somehow. I don't know how. The randomness of it, I think, is the key. That's the key here. Yeah. So again, Nuns, timeshares, phone passcodes, voice memos, murder for hire. Like those are things that we went to, and kidnapping.
And a little bit of fantasy football.
And fantasy football interspersed.
Yeah.
By the way, if Caroline's murdered, it's a conspiracy from the start. Also, you should start Adonai Mitchell this week. Like those are the things that you need to know as you piece together what this is when you say, what the hell did I just watch?
That damn fantasy show.
Yeah, that damn fantasy show. That's going to do it for us. We'll see you next week, everybody.